I am always super excited in reviewing a premium quality acoustic guitar. Even though we have done a lot of electric guitars and bass guitars, there is something about a premium acoustic guitar because a lot of great specifications and beautiful tone woods come together in creating a magnificent instrument. Even though there is a lot of science and techniques and even technology that goes into building an acoustic instrument, there's a certain art to it to build a great sound. In today's video, we are checking out such a high-end instrument from the brand Kepma. This is the top of the line of Kepma. There is no guitar models beyond this model. This one is called the Kepma B1e-Ga. The Ga stands for Grand Auditorium. And if you are as curious as me to check out how this guitar sounds, let's go for it. If you have not come across the brand called Kepma, may this be an introduction video for you. We have done several videos of the Kepma brand on our YouTube channel. In fact, this is one of those only Chinese brands that we found in great quality in craftsmanship and even in sound. The starting range of Kepma brands are usually in the 15 to 20,000 price category. However, this is the top of the line guitar which is called B1e, and this one what you see here is called the vintage color. The color code is WA. Now the moment you pick up this guitar, you immediately feel the premium work done on this guitar. There is a great amount of craftsmanship, there is a great amount of work that has gone into this guitar, into making it sound how it does. I had the opportunity to visit the Kepma factory back in 2020, early 2020, just before COVID, and I was thoroughly impressed of how greatly they take care of the premium end acoustics. Even the entry line of acoustics, the craftsmanship is done really well. However, the people working on the high-end acoustics had great experience, and even the techniques used in building the premium instruments were totally different. So let's get into the specifications. This is the Kepma B1e-Ga. The Ga stands for Grand Auditorium because this model is also available in the OM shape as well as the Dreadnought. Starting with the body specs, we have an all-solid body made up of AAA grade solid Sitka spruce and a AAA grade solid rosewood, and this is an Indian rosewood. That is one of the top specifications in rosewood. In case you're unaware of it, there are grades in wood, which is A grade, AA grade, AAA grade, and there are even 4A grade woods. This grade marks the cost of the instrument as well as how good the wood quality is. The straight grains is one important factor of the AAA grade. Now the top is quarter sawn, which is a very important aspect of high-end guitars. This is very specifically done by luthiers also. When the top is quarter sawn, it ensures the structural stability of the top and it becomes pretty much resistant to the changing climatic conditions. So that aspect is very important for a guitar's life or durability. And getting into the other specification, we have a solid African mahogany in the C shape, very comfortable shape for all kind of playing. The grains also look pretty straight, high quality mahogany I can check over here. Coming to the fretboard, we have ebony fretboard along with ebony bridge and ebony bridge pins. Really high quality wood we can ensure by looking at it. Ebony is one of those premium woods used only in high-end guitars because of the cost of the wood. It is even more costlier than rosewood in the manufacturing process. The nut and the saddle both are tusk, which is very high quality as well. This is pretty dense and will not wear out with time, and the combination of a very dense nut saddle along with the ebony bridge pins is a great combination for very good resonance from your guitar. Coming to the hardware, we have golden die-cast tuning keys, and they are pretty smooth, not like your regular tuning keys, and that matches with your golden strap nut over here. Here you have a silver output jack. The reason is because this is from Fishman and they do not have a golden one over here. So this one is not exactly a matching one. The strap nut and the keys come matching, and the contrast is pretty beautiful because of the darkness of the ebony, the color of the guitar. The golden die-cast tuning keys really shines very well. Now coming to one very important specification they have offered along with this guitar. Very rarely do acoustic guitars have this. This one is Fishman Power Tap Infinity. This pickup is really special because it suits greatly for fingerstyle players, percussive players, and even regular guitar playing like chords and things like that. it suits each and every one. Now, how this pickup is configured is there is a volume and tone over here that you can adjust, and along with that they have given an additional blend option here. Now, usually pickups like this have only a piezo option. However, the Power Tap Infinity has a certain kind of a pickup from underneath the body, that is right under the bridge over here. It absorbs the vibrations of the guitar and adds to the overall sound. So you can either choose by moving the wheel towards this side to get an absolute sound of that vibrational pickup, and if you want to have a blend, you can keep it in the center, the blend with the piezo. And if you want a complete piezo sound, just move it to the right and you will get a complete piezo sound. So this benefits greatly for percussive style players also if they want a lot of body sound and even more natural sound. So that's about the Power Tap pickup. The tap in fact stands for touch, ambience and percussion. So it covers all those three factors beautifully into the output sound. Now, the sound of this guitar overall is in the bright category because of the rosewood back and sides, and in combination with the Elixir 8020 bronze string, the guitar sounds nice, crispy and bright. Now, if you are a fan of warmer sound, you can switch the strings into phosphor bronze and it will be a little more warmer, but by default the sound profile of the guitar is towards the bright sound. Now, what this guitar comes along with is a manual, a guitar cable, the Fishman catalog which explains the electronics well, and a guitar humidifier which might not be a great use in Indian weather. You require a dehumidifier in most of the Indian climates until and unless your humidity is really low in your region. What this guitar also comes with is a very heavy duty hard case, a very beautiful looking one. The insides are purple velvet and it's got a very large storage container inside. This guitar fits perfectly inside the case. This case is also of a brand called TKL. They are a very renowned manufacturer of hard cases, and I'm very happy that they have included a hard case with this particular guitar. So that was more or less all the specifications covered in this video. Let's check out how this guitar sounds. So I hope you enjoyed the sound check as much as we did. It was a pleasure recording this guitar. Absolutely great sound. Some specifications I have kept towards the end of the video, which I'm going to discuss now. The inlays. Now these are mother of pearl inlays, which is something that you find only in premium instruments. Even this material is an expensive one to use, and that's why you don't really find these on entry level guitars. Now another factor that Kepma goes through is plec. Now you can also see a sticker which says plec over here. If you are unaware of what the plec machine is, it is a machine that levels frets in a very computerized way. There is a machine called plec which reads individual height of the fret. It literally travels down that way and then sands individual frets to make it into a right height, so that you don't come across any kind of buzzing on your guitar. So that process itself is an additional work done on this guitar. Normally there are very few guitars in the market, especially in the high-end segment also, which undergoes the plec procedure. Another specification to mention is the binding done across the guitar is rosewood and maple. That adds to the look and feel of the guitar, and usually binding is a important procedure to keep the top and sides together very well. So they have done this with a beautiful contrast rosewood lining, and that looks absolutely fantastic. Starting with the pros and cons of this guitar, let's start with the positives. An absolute great combination of the top specifications probably available in the market, all put together into a very well crafted instrument. Great electronics, great wood specification, great hardware, great hard case, very good quality accessories, and you can really not complain much about what they have offered in this guitar. Another positive is the fact that this particular guitar comes in three shapes, that is Grand Auditorium, Dreadnought, and even an OM shape. So if you're a person who does not like this cutaway, you should prefer the OM shape. And if you're a person who wants a little more bassy sound, a big boomy sound, you can prefer the Dreadnought. So if you're a person who does not have anything to do with electronics, you can simply choose the acoustic model of any of these shapes. And if you want the electronics for your performance, that is also readily available. Now coming to the negatives, to be honest, I cannot really think of much negatives. Could be a little bit factors. One is the color options. It's available in this particular color that you're seeing in this video. It's available in a natural finish and a cherry burst finish. Not all colors are always available, but these are the three colors that you can go through. If all these colors are not something that suits you, probably this guitar is not suitable for you. And one more negative is something that the battery changing is something that happens with a lot of such pickups, that you have to detune the strings and remove the battery pack and change the battery. So that is something that requires a certain pre-planning. If you're going into a gig or if you are using this guitar for a long time with a single battery, it's always advisable to go on stage with a battery after changing. The third negative that I could probably speak about is this guitar cable. Now this guitar cable is a free accessory with all the entry lines of Kepma. So I am feeling that they could have added a little more premium cable along with this guitar, maybe a braided one or something that sets it apart from the entry line. One more thing that I could add is, if your sound is into the warmer category, then this guitar is not really for you, because this guitar is not offered, exact same specification is not offered in a mahogany back and side or something like that. So right now the rosewood back and side is the only option. So if this kind of a bright sound is not your thing, this guitar is not for you. So they are not really offering an alternate as a B1e spruce rosewood combination and a B1e spruce mahogany combination. There is only one particular model with this particular combination. That's all that I could think about. This is everything we could cover on this beautiful guitar. We are very impressed by how it's made, how it's crafted, and what they have thought to add into the instrument. This can become a very big competition to all the renowned guitar brands in the industry, because the exact same specification, if you want to go for in other bigger brands in the industry, you are going to shell out 2.5-3 lakhs or more. And the pricing of the B1e in India currently is around 1.8 lakhs. So that thing is really impressive, that Kepma has brought all the great specification at a price point which is not very heavy on the pocket. If you like this guitar, the link to buy this one is in the description, and there are many other models that you can browse on johnsmusic.in if this is not your thing. And if you have any further doubts or queries, please feel free to reach our call and WhatsApp support, and our stores are in Mumbai and in Pune. So that's all for today. We take great joy in reviewing such premium instruments and bringing it for you guys. So if you have any suggestions also of what we should review, please leave it as a comment and we'll totally try to work it out. See you soon with some more product reviews and educational content. Until then, bye bye.